My name is Deborah Jackson. I am a member of the Kern County community. I've lived in Bakersfield for right at 20 years. I'm also an educator. I have been affiliated with or serving at, I've been serving at CSU Bakersfield for 20 years. That's what brought me to Bakersfield. My interest in the Equity Task Force for Panama Buena Vista Union School District is both as a parent of children in the district and also as an educator.
My name is Troy Witham. I am an academic coach or instructional coach at Stone Creek Junior High in the Panama Buena Vista Union School District. With
that said, I have to be fully honest that when I joined the task force, I did not have high hopes. And that's very embarrassing to say, but it's true that I was concerned that the work we would do was going to be a lot of talk and not a lot of action, or that it would be very superficial and not really dive deeply into the very difficult questions that are required of doing serious equity work. Instead, the work of this particular equity task force has surprised me at every turn for how outstanding it's been. In the work that the task force has done so far, I am incredibly confident that this group is committed to do that hard work and will be continuing to engage with the community in a robust way to get the necessary feedback to do this work.
Personally being able to ask some of these questions, and the fact that my district, along with KCSOS, had the guts and vulnerability to engage in the work and ask these questions truly just shows that they have the willingness to really ensure that we have an equitable environment for all of our students, as well as all the other stakeholders involved. And it was really just great to see that my district wants to take that step and is actively pursuing it.
I am also really impressed by the task force's ability to do what, air our dirty laundry, so to speak, to pull the data and present it to the group, and to allow the group to look at, the dirty laundry, right? Where we are not doing what we hope to achieve. And you can't, we can't make the necessary changes and improvements that we need to make without having honest self-reflection. How do we know that what we're doing works? Well, we have to articulate those outcomes we hope to see from the get-go and then work backwards. It's like backward course design, right? You start with where you students want to be, and then you decide what your lesson plan is. And I think that that's sort of what we're doing with the task force, is where do we want our district to be? And then let's design the interventions based on the outcomes we hope to see.
One of the activities that was really great was our continuous improvement process map. Utilizing that was great because it gave us all the opportunity in different groups to attack the data, look at it, within our own kind of groups, have our own conversations, but then be able to come back and digest together what we were seeing, and being able to hear that, not only did everyone in my group not necessarily see things the same way, but that all of the teachers or coaches or administrators or parents or classified staff members, they didn't see it the same way in their groups. So when we came back, we really got to see a wealth of perspective when it came to the data, and not just what people thought it said, but what that felt like for them.
Here's another pride point for me. The work of this task force did not just disappear into a vacuum. Instead, it informed our senior administrators for the school district. that they've taken our work and they're translating it into policy by taking the work that we did, by defining what equity in education looks like, or what, you know, how we defined equity in education, and then codifying that as a statement for our school district, communicates something amazing about our school district and our school district's leadership. That number one, they really care about equity, the fact that they're going to have it defined and make it a prominent place in our policies. And then secondly, that they took the work of the task force as the foundation of that policy, as opposed to it being a exercise that sort of simulated community engagement and participation, but then gets swept aside for their official work, right? That's not what they did. That makes me proud to have my children in this school district.